Hey guys, Sandunes here. Today I thought to talk about the new Clan Wars change that will happen on this weekend. This is a pretty important thing to do since all the tiers will be set level. So if you ever organize your Pokemon box, especially for the tiers so 33, 66, and 100, all your Pokemon will be level 100. So you could put all your similar mons in the tier in one box. Otherwise, a big change is to tier 1. So the tier 2 and tier 3 will be similar, but you can mix your box of level 66 mon with the level 100. Otherwise, for the tier 3, you'll be able to run some megas. So that will be in the future when the port to Unity is done. At the moment, the megas are in the beta test. So if you want to test it out, it should be on the Discord or in the main site. And if you want to take a look, you can see this is quite a different UU than Showdown. So usually when I build a team for the future, what I do is check. So if you see on the side, I'll slowly scroll down. You can see this is the band tier. So in the past, tier 1 was pretty much a weather war and we will lead most of the time. But some abilities are banned, so chlorophyll and swift swim. So stuff like king draw won't be available. Well, for the main ability, you could still run a dragon dance sniper set with focus energy, scope lens sniper set with king draw, but it isn't as good. And quite a bit of the main meta mon are banned, so you can see Nidoking, Clefable, Alakazam, lots of strong stuff you could see. These are up to changes, so stuff like Starmie would overwhelm the meta if everything was banned when I talked with a few mods. Um, Otherwise, you got really most of the common stuff you would see in Q or in Clan Wars are banned, so you will see almost the same tier as UU or RU. I disagree with some of the change like Volcanion because I don't think it deserves a ban. But for the time being, there will be suspect test. So maybe each week they will unban a Pokemon. The list is pretty huge. If you want, you can pause around. You'll scroll slowly. You can see most of the bottom picks aren't really crazy. Those are a legend. So every legend except the Regis, if I remember, are banned. So you mainly want maybe Regis will be decent as a Spadef wall or Registeel as a rocker. But yeah, this is pretty much the big thing for the ban list. What I'd recommend doing is going on Showdown. You can usually, I'll show you how to log in. So you would type Pokemon Showdown on Google, click on it, play online, and you would go to Team Builder. After that, you can go and create a new team and you select the format. You can see here I could look for Gen 6 UU since there's no Gen 7 mon in here, and you can see pretty much all the mons. So if you pull the list, you would see stuff like Blissey is banned, but Arcanine would be a pretty strong one. So if you say, oh, I want Arcanine, since it's pretty strong, Cloyster would be banned, but Chestnut would be available. Chandelure is banned, Celebi is banned, Crawdon, Conkeldurr. I'll go over some of my favorite picks I might use. Crobat will probably be the highest speed tier in the game if you like Doublade, but it's pretty expensive, so I wouldn't buy it. Empoleon might be a decent defogger. Espion for the speed tier is pretty strong too. You could run choice specs. For Alligator, I think will be one of the strongest mons since it has access to Dragon Dance and Sheer Force. So a Life Orb set should pretty much break through everything. I think we'll see Florges as a defogger too, or as a Wish Passer with Heal Bell. It could be annoying for stall. Galvantula, probably the main sticky webber. Choice Scarf Gardevoir, a pretty classic mon. Goodra will be banned. Gyarados, I am not sure, but I think it's always a cheap pick and it's easy to use, so I would use it if you are a newer player. Iliolisk as a Scarfer or a Specs user will be really strong. Same for Heracross. Heracross has barely any switch, so you can run Guts Facade set with Flame Orb. So there's not much that can eat. Infernape is banned. Lucario, I am unsure. Metagross, you could use as a rocker. It's pretty decent. Mamoswine and Nidokings are banned. Same for Porygon Z. Reuniclus can be a decent Trick Room user. But yeah, you can just see this. These are some examples, but the UU list is really useful to just scroll through, and you can check with the badness next to it, so maybe on the side. But yeah, if you want to team build, I would check Showdown out to see what you have in your boxes and reorganize. So say your UU box, and otherwise mix your tier 2 and tier 3 box with all your ban mons to just have an easy time when going through Clan Wars instead of having a tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3 box. I'll show you guys um, how I organize my box in the past. So if you take a look, I'll log in my main account. I wasn't Sting in Stark, so I'll rope. But yeah, in the past I used to organize my box. So this was, for example, my tier 2 box. So I have everything here. So say I have these bucks, a lot of mon would be banned. So Azelf, Conkeldurr, Azu, I would put all of these with my mons that would be banned from UU. So what I'll probably do is like take all the it'll just cross all the mons that aren't available and pull them on in my box 8. So this is my tier 3 box. So I have less mon here, but I have some decent stuff. So say you mix all your mons together, you would have usually in tier 2 or tier 3, and or an even tier 1, and you can put all the mons that are usable in UU in the other box. So I think Flygon isn't banned, so you could use that as an Earthquaker as a with Switch Scarf. But yeah, that's pretty much all you need to know. Um, Otherwise, if you want to check out the beta, I am pretty sure you can see all the updates over here. So in the main PPO section, you got information beta. They post a lot of news about it or how the new things goes. So you can see here, for example, that megas were added in probably a few months. Maybe even less, maybe a month or two, I think. We should move to Unity with the current progress that is being made. That is pretty fast. So yeah, I have some hope, but yeah, I can understand a lot of the community will be mad because the this has been here for years and can impact a lot of the price of the Pokemons. This was a little long, so I think I'll wrap up. If you have any question for or want any important information, you can post a comment asking your question, and I'll try to respond to them with the best probabilities or information I know. So have a nice day, guys.